Hey.
Woo, we're in.
We're in, baby.
Into the
What's up,
Cognisphere.
guys?
What's up, man? How's it going?
What's going on, Chang?
It's all been great. I hope everything was good for you guys too.
It has been SPXman. It's been great. I should have thought we were live with SPXman.
Everything's been great. We're so happy to have you. It was a surprise.
I'm so happy to be here too.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
It's amazing. Oh, God. Okay. I also recorded a Persist Forever episode with Chang the other day. It's coming out on Saturday, so I didn't time this that well, but who cares?
Double Chang.
Double Chang. Get double featured.
We're gonna have like an overlap in some answers. He's already like well versed in his answers now.
That's right. Yeah. In fact, the rest of the episode is just one long Chang monologue. So,
right. Exactly.
The floor is yours, Chang.
Oh my God. I don't recognize this person's name. Z06Y.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
There's going to be a lot of not recognizing usernames over the next year.
Yeah, I wish they were all unified. That's too bad. But I am glad we do it on YouTube to push people there.
Ren!
Beautiful.
Ren.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh, I see. You just need to click on the comments to read them.
Yep.
Yeah. You see it now?
Yeah.
Sorry. I forgot to tell you.
All right, so Chang, I'm curious because I haven't had a chance to talk with you in quite some time. How long did it take for you to create SPXman?
How long?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
Was it like 20 seconds or was it like 20 hours, you know?
Depends on how you want to, put the standard of starting making it, because...
It was like an evolution.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I don't know if you've heard this, but... SPXman is to actually bully one guy in our community who loves Kirby. And I used to make like a realistic Kirby, slightly disturbing looking, on Telegram group. I don't know if you've seen it, like the one.
I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and like some people are complaining, stop making Kirby disturbing. He's supposed to be cute. So I'm like, okay, I won't make Kirby. So like I had to come up with like something that's circular that would remind you of Kirby. But yeah. So that's why SPXman is born.
Nice. I love it. It's like in this weird way the antithesis of like everything hype stands for, which is just which is just great.
Yeah. So if you want to say, it could be a month or 20 seconds, as you said.
Yeah.
Groer says he loves you, SPXman.
I love Groer too.
Shout out Groer.
Shout out Groer.
Chang, what does SPXman mean to you now, since it's become since you've turned it into SPXman instead of just a non-Kirby joke for somebody?
He actually, I mean, I guess I just make new content when I'm bored. New content of SPXman when I'm bored. So a cure to boredom, I guess.
Fair enough. I like it, honestly. I think the face is like the poker face of an Aeon who's just persisting forever, That's why I love it, It's like SPXman is all of us, Like this is every single one of us out here,
Truly.
I thought
like the opposite of being a cute girl. Like
oh yeah. Total opposite of being a cute girl.
Way deep down, every Aeon is either an SPXman or a cute girl. You know.
I hope we're all the cute girl, but yeah, if you want to.
I always thought of it as I thought it was intentional, but obviously it wasn't. Obviously it was just a funny joke you started. But I thought you were trying to make fun of mascot coins. That's what I always thought it was.
Oh yeah. It's more like Bripto was challenging me that nobody will like SPXman. So I'm like, yeah, challenge accepted.
Nice.
Well, he lost.
Yeah, he lost that challenge.
I mean, I think it's good we've transitioned into a mascot coin. The new narrative.
I mean, we have to kind of make fun of everything, you know?
Yeah, we need to make fun of everything.
What
Chang.
time is it where you're at, Chang?
Yeah, I was gonna say where you at?
Oh, I'm in Korea right now, and it's like 10 a.m.
Nice.
So it's a good time.
Oh,
Perfect.
How's the weather?
It's very cold right now.
Same.
Very cold.
Okay.
And it was like 7 degrees 4 days ago.
Ooh.
But now it's like -12 or something
Oh.
like that.
Jeez.
Like a sharp decline. I don't know why. Oh wait, I don't know. Let me tell you in Fahrenheit.
Love
Was
it.
it 20?
So it was like 8 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
10 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly out.
Yeah, very cold. It used to be 45 degrees like 4 days ago.
That's about what it is here in South Carolina. Although it's supposed to get incredibly cold this weekend, I believe. We're supposed to have like a bunch of snow, which is weird for us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not usual.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I see.
No, it's not.
I got a question for Chang. Did I guess because I think a lot of people don't really see you on the timeline a lot on Twitter, and they can have like been a part of SPX I think for quite some time and still not fully have met you per se, right? Because I've seen you for a while, but I still rarely see you on the Twitter timeline. So I guess if it's like what keeps you around? I mean, like why do you what kind of inspires you with SPX if it's not to come on Twitter? What kind of things keep you coming in every day? Because you're here more than a lot of people know, and I just kind of was kind of curious as to what kind of motivates you every day.
What motivates me? I mean, I think it's part of being a community, being in a community where I know will be something else in the future. Like, and I would want to see it grow, and I want to be part of it. And the reason why it's actually growing. So I kind of am building stuff in the background.
I'm sorry, I
So-
can't take you very seriously. I just can't take you seriously. Sorry,
But yeah,
Chad.
keep going. I'm like,
and being in SPX gives me like a freedom to make something and for the community and like to see if people would like it or not. So, I mean, I guess to create something that I want and to see it grow is mainly the reason why I like SPX and I'm being part of SPX.
When did you first feel like you were able to be comfortable in the Telegram? Like how early on, what kind of, because not a lot of people I think even watching here aren't in Telegram, and so like that's like a whole different world that goes on that keeps the Cognisphere running daily. And like when did you decide like I'm gonna put all my efforts in Telegram? Like were you always first in Telegram and then second on Twitter, or like how did that kind of evolve for you?
I was always first in Telegram. I was lurking at the beginning, but then I saw people just having fun on Telegram, and I started talking. The first person to talk to me was actually Sin
Okay.
and yeah, we were just joking around, but I wasn't there all the time. I was there time to time, lurking,
Right.
talking to Sin whenever he's online.
Mhm.
And then I've made my X account, and I did show like my AI VTuber there on the X
Okay.
account, and Hype reached out to me, and I became pretty close with Hype after that. But I was still not very active on Telegram until like Undy showed up, and he was very funny, and he was very active on Telegram at the beginning, and he still is.
Mhm.
And yeah, but just because I wanted to mess around with Undy, I started to become more active in Telegram, and yeah, I was just like memeing and like joking around with Undy on
Yeah.
Telegram.
Yeah, that I remember that. Hey, Michael, just saying hey. Yeah, that was you and Undy. I still think of y'all as like at least at this point two of the most active Telegram people, if not the most.
I don't think I am anymore, but yeah, Undy definitely is like the most active person on Telegram, and I should be more active on Telegram. But like
Undy's around
time,
all the time.
yeah, the time doesn't work out for me. Like when I'm awake, everybody is asleep. When I'm asleep, everybody's awake.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Are you familiar with the Korean crypto exchange that just listed the tiny coin?
CoinOne.
Yeah, is that
Yes,
I'm
that's
not,
like that's like the Korean branch of Coinbase, if I'm not
okay.
mistaken.
I was wondering why it
But
was like the same exact logo, but that makes more sense now if it's that
Interesting.
style.
yeah, and also surprisingly, it's like not one of the biggest central exchange in Korea. I mean, it is technically like I guess number 3,
Okay.
but like the number 1 and number 2 is too very big. But it is something. Like at least now
Yeah,
we
no,
can tell
that's
people to buy it on CoinOne instead of like telling them go to a download Phantom wallet or whatever
Mhm.
wallet you want, because Korea has a lot of regulation that's like getting people hesitant to buy people on chain. Because
Okay.
if it's not on a central exchange, you need to send your money to another foreign central exchange that's verified by the Korean government. And you send your money, like you buy your Solana or USDT or whatever you want, you buy it,
Mhm.
and you send it to the other central exchange, like Binance or Coinbase, or whichever one is approved. And from there, you have to send it to your private wallet, because they don't allow you to send your coin directly from your central exchange wallet to your hot wallet or your private wallet immediately, unless it's Ethereum. But Ethereum is too expensive to send. So
this is a good bridge essentially for a lot of people trying
yeah.
to.
So like a lot of people would be hesitant buying SPX in Korea because it's
Gotcha.
not on central exchange. And if you want your money back, for example, let's say you urgently need like 20K because like you need to do some surgery or something.
Mhm.
If you have some money on your wallet, you can't send them all immediately. You have to send them under like $650
Wow.
at a time. So like you have to make each transaction $650. So like that's why people are hesitant in Korea to buy on chain, because they have to keep their money outside the central exchange in Korea. So it's a big deal to have
No.
to be
Have
able
you?
to buy.
Do you run into? Are you actively talking to people about SPX, like your friends and stuff like that? Are they asking about getting it on a centralized exchange, or is that something that you don't do any onboarding IRL?
No, I do onboarding IRL. Like,
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I used to tell my boss when I used to work in a company to buy SPX. Yeah, I did tell a lot of my colleagues. They probably hate me now, but
Well, they're gonna see it on
unless
CoinOne now.
Yeah. But I hope they're still holding, and they keep on holding and actually become a believer. But the problem is they also aren't active on X to see like all the community being active. So
Well, one question I have is, how does a man of your stature get such a job? What does someone that has your shape like do for a living? Like, what did you do previously before you just became
Modeling.
full-time coin
modeling.
modeling?
Look at me.
That makes sense, actually. You have really nice hands.
Yeah. I'm a hand model. You see, like a lot of manicure company hire me to shoot their product.
You could send them this now, though. All your friends.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh wait, you do you want a serious answer, Chad?
No, I don't.
No.
I want an SPXman answer. You did it perfectly. That was a good answer. SPXman. SPXman is so cute. I agree. He is.
Yeah.
And he screams a lot
He does.
when he's not screaming. Constantly screaming. Your little animation is amazing.
Yeah, like I was like wondering, like I don't have a camera on my PC, so it's gonna be like an empty screen, and it could be very boring. So I didn't want that. So I'm like, I need something to show myself. Should I just put a picture of SPXman? But that's also very like weird. I mean, not weird, but like boring too. At least it needs some motion. So I decided to come up with this.
So y'all are putting all this money into making an AI VTuber, which I think makes a lot. Which I think will be cool. Do you want to explain that a bit? You talked about that on Persist Forever.
Yeah. So Hype wanted to VTube, and after seeing my AI VTuber, because I had this idea to train the AI model with all the Twitter posts that's been going on to make so that it understands the SPX lore and connect it to a VTuber model, and she can just yap. And whenever Hype streams, like I'll join the stream with the AI VTuber, and she would just bully Hype and tell people to buy SPX on stream. And we're just planning to make short clips of it and put it on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok to gain followers, and trying to gain followers and like a small fan base of her, and then trying to convert that fan base into SPX, which is going to be easier than just growing.
Okay, how hard would it be to make an AI VTuber version of SPXman? Just curious.
Oh, I mean, I have all the framework done. I just need to change the.
Could you?
What's it called?
What I'm getting at is, could you make a show with the one you're talking about, the girl, the funny, with SPXman? Like both of them talking at the same time. But is that possible?
That's actually a good idea. Yeah, it is possible. I mean, I can make the animation more, smooth, and then I have the main framework done, so I can just change the personality and the voice only.
And you could be like their trainer. You could just like show up to and like be their their bodyguard or something.
Yeah, or make them debate each other.
Like settle down. That would be great. And or Hype could do that, or both of you could. That would be funny.
Yeah, because I mean, I designed the AON. I mean the Lumi, which is what she's called, which is gonna be like a glow AON next to Hype, to be like a little bit sassy and trying to piss people off. So yeah, she'll try to rage bait the SPXman if they're gonna talk to each other.
That sounds perfect for Hype.
And SPXman, I'll just code him to be stoic, so like it's gonna annoy Lumi and trying to rage bait him more.
Yeah, he definitely
yeah.
would be stoic. He would definitely be stoic, and he would talk very slow. I feel like, and like
like
Kind-
the videos I've made.
yeah, but kind of like sad too, sort of depressed sounding. I think would be good. He always looks a little depressed. Krishna, what do you think about SPXman?
I love him. He's epic. He goes on so many adventures that I've seen people make him. Yeah, he's doing all kinds of crazy things. I mean, he's very stoic in his demeanor. He looks depressed, but inwardly he's very blissful, is what I can tell from him. So,
Yeah.
he's the antithesis to the cute girl that we need in the community. So I support him and his works wholeheartedly.
I mean, we have a wide spectrum.
We absolutely do. Everybody's on the spectrum.
Especially SPXman.
Especially SPXman.
Joe Groer has been documenting quite a bit of his adventures.
He has. Joe Groer. He's shout out to Joe Groer. Met him.
Yeah, shout out to Joe
real
Groer.
Life. Yeah, he's
probably my #1 fan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is whenever he's cooking and it blows up in his face or whatever. Or like he's not cooking, he's doing chemicals or some chemistry.
Oh yeah.
He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot for the community, SPXman. So
are those videos on TikTok?
It's a GIF.
No,
I see one.
Oh, it's a GIF.
The one I'm thinking about is a GIF. Yeah. Yeah.
Ultimately, my take is, SPX can be whatever you want it to be. If this is one expression of SPX, if some person, maybe some Gen Zer sees this and thinks it's funny, that's what we need. So, I think I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this expression.
I mean, the idea behind making him go viral at the beginning, after trying to piss off Crypto, I'm like, why don't I just use this to like try to make it go viral? Because Italian brain rots were like, the trend when I made him.
Italian brain rot. Interesting.
You never heard of that?
I have heard of it, but I don't know exactly what it looks like. I'm just gonna.
If you Google it, you might recognize them. It's just like weirdly disfigured animals.
I see. Okay. I didn't know that it was an Italian thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because the original one, they're just still pictures.
Yeah.
Of them, and then there's a background of an Italian man explaining their character background, and it's spoken in Italian. Yeah. And it just evolved into this whatever.
I mean, that kind of. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. What was the prompt that you gave to make him? Do you recall?
So I've said the realistic Kirby and the
that one's
SPX
freaky
coin as
right?
Yeah, and SPX coin, and I was like, can you morph an old man with a depressing face, realistic limbs and skin and face into this coin? Make it slightly disturbing. Doesn't need, not cute, short limbs, 4 toes and fingers. Hyper realistic image, I believe. Yeah, that was the prompt, or something along the line like that.
We might have mentioned this before, but somebody who may be good at modding or something should make like the original Mario Brothers and download the code and stuff and just replace different animations with the SPXman for Mario, and then maybe make like Warren Buffett's head like a Goomba or something. And I feel like you could do some pretty cool shit.
That's actually a really good idea. That sounds fun.
We got a game.
Yeah.
I said a few weeks ago that there was some I would play a game that was like the 2D Mario, and like jumping and collecting the coins, but make it like a little Aeon, collecting tiny coins.
Like the old Donkey Kong game, right?
Something like that would be great.
Throwing the barrels down.
Yeah. I love those old arcade style games. Are awesome.
Yeah, that would be arcade style would be the best. Or like an infinite runner type game or infinite those kind of mobile games you can whip up relatively quick. That would be cool. That'd be amazing. Yeah, somebody with SPXman. Maybe like Real Thigh said, you can like level up or get a power up, and then you turn to. It wouldn't be literally Marie Rose, but a Marie Rose, an Aeon, I guess. Maybe that's like you evolve from SPXman to Marie Rose, and you go faster.
You go from this, and you turn into a cute girl.
Or when you turn into the cute girl, you're invincible for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's like you got the star power or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You turn into a cute girl.
SPXman showing her in a star.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Someone's gonna make it.
Somebody should vibe code that. That'd be great. Should be easy these days. That's what they say.
Yeah, everyone's doing it. Can we ask Chang to answer the Tuco's question in his post? Which seat do you choose and why?
Ooh. Oh yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Actually.
I originally,
Go ahead, Chang. Sorry.
I was thinking of Baprol, next to Baprol, or Murad, one of them.
Okay.
Because Baprol, probably to talk more about SPX, like his future views on SPX. But Murad, next to Murad, if I just want to show him like all the Murad pictures I've made, because he never responds to them. He never responds to them.
Never?
I want him to respond to them.
Come
Yeah.
on.
He just ignores them when I make them. So, if I'm next to him, he won't be able to like.
If we're able to get Murad on here at some point, we will definitely show him some of your work.
I'm sure he's seen it.
We should.
That'll be a segment.
Yeah, I'll compound.
That'll have to be a clip. Like
To have Murad on a non-serious show, like that's
I'm telling
only
you.
here first.
But I also
You
like
know you
Undy's
love it.
answer.
Well, I didn't get to read all the answers. What was Undy's answer?
If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Undy's answer. Like he had all the people sitting where, and he put me next to Hype, and Undy's gonna sit next to me. And
Just as great.
Yeah,
There it
Undy.
is right there.
3F
Yeah,
next to Hype.
and apparently
Next,
Nick is gonna sit on top of me too.
That's funny.
And Dexterity Show will be front of me, so I'll just kick his chair to bother him.
That's too funny.
Chad, where are you sitting?
Oh man.
I want to be next to Mung. 3B for me.
That would be
3B, right next to him, bumping
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You're not even going to leave room between you two?
The middle seat gets the armrest, isn't that the
Little-
rule?
Little room for Marie Rose or something?
It'd probably be Baprol for me.
Back roll.
Yeah.
A lot of questions for him, huh?
I can't get him on the podcast, so I got to choose somebody I can't get on.
That's
That's
good.
true.
It'd either be Baprol, Idea Hazard, or Mung, or Munchies.
I'm going
Maddox.
4C. I'm going 4C.
4C.
That's not
Or
bad.
C.
Next to Hazard. I gotta see what's going on with Coach.
Hey, gotta play coach, man.
Yeah,
Gotta play coach.
I gotta see what happens. I was also
I'd probably
thinking.
be-
I was also thinking 2C. I'm sorry, Slow. I was also thinking
2C?
2C. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking 2A. So
Okay. Well, I wanted to be a little close to base guy too. Touch hands. with
yeah,
him.
that's
and then I
fair,
can touch
dude.
hands.
That's fair.
Touch hands with Munchies a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still see Spacey and still see Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can still
I
turn
get you.
around. Maddox
I
is
get
just
you.
in
I
the
get you.
dark corner. Maddox in the dark
still
corner.
DCing on the plane,
Just watching. Yeah. He's
I love that he
DCing.
shows. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
it's
no.
funny. He's posting
just-
his DCA right now on the plane.
Yeah.
If Maddox wasn't talking, I'm DCing right now.
Yeah.
I'm DCing a Maddox at the moment. Murad, that's the most unhinged photo of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that he used that photo.
Yeah.
too.
It's a Tuco
I think I-
special.
I think it's the only Nicole photo that exists. It's Spacey's. I think that's from Miami, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from Miami.
Hey, oh yeah, it's Impala Addict. How's it going, man?
Never miss.
Yeah, what's up, goods? How's it going, man? And yeah,
Aeons never
Trad Fight
miss.
Nightmare too. What's that again?
I was just reading the comments that Aeons never miss. That's true.
They don't.
That's right. It's preferable. Any other cool tweets you're going to show? You have in mind?
No, I
Jeffery?
mean, I thought I bookmarked a couple different things, but I guess I was just mistaken. I was trying. I didn't get a chance to read dubbings from the 14th. I bookmarked about SPX Station. I guess there's like a list of videos maybe that got circulated like 3 times or something separately. So like this picks it up or something. I don't know. Maybe someone who can use more of their brain can read that.
We can go to it after this. I just want to show the Evan Hilton guy, the guy who made the
this guy
collection. The collection. Are y'all a fan of the cores binding and all that, the NFT stuff?
I was gonna bring this up because it was a topic yesterday on the Monday on Spaces, so I was kind of curious to hear other people's opinions on it. There's some mixed opinions for sure.
I kind of figured that. I personally like it because to me it, and of course I'm assuming everything is 100% kosher. I assume that. I think it is.
Right. Right.
So Idea Hazard endorsed it, so I figured the technicals are okay. That's my. But what I would say is I think it does help with the what's the term? Oh god, I can't think of the circular economy idea, that we getting more coins out there, binding them to something, which increases the circulation of the coin. And so I think it's really cool. And also the cool thing about it is you can sacrifice it to get your SPX back if you don't particularly care about it anymore. I think that's neat. So it gives it a floor. So all you spent was 69 on it too. So you're not going to lose any SPX from it, which I think is pretty cool. And I think the downside is you could argue it takes away some of the AON, I guess, rarity, because now it's like we kind of have 2 collections, but I don't consider it a SPX 6900 like pure collection. I guess I just looked at it as more like to me it does that. That's not like, it doesn't take away from it, in my opinion. I mean, I could see people arguing that it does, but I really don't think it does. To me, it's just like a cool collectible. It's not in the same. I feel like it's not in the same competition, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a different type of NFT. Of course, people can wear it, so you could argue that. I think it might take away some demand for the AON builder. So if people can't afford an AON, they might be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy all these cores, wear that," because it's kind of like SPX adjacent, sort of. Instead of doing the AON builder, which is free. Does that make sense? Because then you're still kind of like repping something that you purchased and own, which is kind of cool. But it's much cheaper. And I was gonna say one more thing. I do think from an NFT. Oh, I don't know what happened to slow, but I do think from an NFT perspective, I think it's going to be very interesting how the price of it, I think it'll always have like a decent like bottom on it. And I don't really care that much. I minted one just for the hell of it, for the novelty of it. And I don't care. I'm not speculating on it. I don't care. But I think that is something interesting to think about. And there's only 690 of them too. It's not like it's a ton of them. And I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. That's my view.
What do you got? What do you got, Chang?
I actually like the initiative that he's done. But basically he just made it so that it's basically free for people to use, because yes, you need to bind your SPX, but if you need your SPX, you can like burn the token and get your 69 token back. And I mean, Evan Hilton's made a lot of great gifts on SPX, and he wanted to, I guess, help people who can't buy AONs to get some other NFT to represent them. And anyway, and people, if they find like cores very cool, like let's say an X profile who's not in SPX sees one of the profile pictures and they find it cool and they want to get one, they'll realize that they need to get some SPX to get them and mint them. But I mean, after they're all mint, is that tradable? Like can someone else take it from you?
Yeah, you can buy and
transfer
sell them at that point.
Oh, okay.
You could transfer. I transferred it to my main hot wallet.
Okay.
So yeah, you can buy and sell them just like any other NFT.
Oh, okay, that's.
But I think to unbind them, I think you have to put them back on the print.world site, then do it. I think I didn't really study the technicals that much, so I assume it's kosher and everything's fine because he seems like a decent guy and idea has
It doesn't seem predatory. Yeah,
I don't think it's. I don't see where that. The only thing I thought of was, what if the S60 on SPX from every purchase goes to some wallet we don't know about, and that binding thing is not true. However, there's already been plenty that have been burned, so I would assume we would have heard reports of that not working. But that was my only thought. That was just for a second, but I think it's fine from what I've read. But
I think it kind of. I was trying to listen to what he was talking about in the spaces about it. It's almost like he's attaching himself to SPX, which is a good thing, right? We want artists to,
right.
Join the Cognisphere and use their creativity and be inspired by, SPXman and the cute girls, right? But not that anyone who joins is like obligated to do what the majority feels is best for the coin. I do think people who come across his stuff or people that he knows will be more interested in SPX. I mean, I don't see the cores as helping. I do kind of think they take away from the AONs because it's like now what is a core? Like, is a core the NFT or is the AON the NFT? Like, a newcomer's not going to know. Right, and if they ask somebody, they're just someone's like, "Oh yeah, this is a Core's NFT for SPX," and so there is that, which is just one thing. I'm not saying it's bad, but it does lend it to more of like, is he just bringing light to his own art, or is he using his art to highlight SPX? And like I said, no one's obligated to do anything, but I do think it does bring that discussion up. But
I think since the art wasn't super SPX centric, I think what makes it work, in my view, is the fact that you have to bind those tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to mint them, you had to have SPX and you had to bind them. And essentially, that burns the tokens until you decide to burn the NFT. When you burn the NFT, the NFT's gone.
I'm not saying it's like a malicious. He's trying to like get money and things like that, but like just because it's not malicious and he's not trying to steal money. Like, is that the best representation of SPX? That doesn't make it so. It's just my opinion.
Well, what's interesting is, and I think this goes back to we can't stop anybody from doing anything with SPX.
Right. Exactly.
So I mean, if it does turn out to be a bad idea, it'll become obvious, I think, relatively quick, and then that'll be known. But until then, for me, I just think the idea that he made an NFT that you had to use the coin. I think it's great for the coin. I don't know the NFT project, AONs. You could definitely argue that it's not good for AONs. I think that's a fair argument.
I think AONs are a very big part of the community.
Fair.
Especially the art, and you see the PFP, and it's like, oh, that's an AON. That's fucking legendary.
It still is though. 60 on SPX is so cheap.
I know. I'm not saying that, but it's just the example of
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
AONs are fucking $1,000. So I still
Yeah.
think, like, I don't know. I look at it in a different league. Like, it's a league of its own. And also, like, I like the art, but it's not nearly as good as AONs, first, in my opinion. It's just, it's good art, but it's not even close to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. I don't
So.
know. What do you think, Krishna?
I think. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Whoever wants to say something, say something.
Yeah, just to add to your point, I think it would be bad if it looked anywhere close to like AONs.
Mm-hmm.
But since that is like completely different looking, so it wouldn't really affect AONs, I guess. I mean that's what I say. What I was thinking.
Okay.
I think that makes sense because there's a bajillion NFT projects.
Because if it was like a AON derivative, then it could have. I mean, it would have been bad. But
yeah,
since it's not like an AON derivative,
yeah.
Let me try.
I guess it's okay.
Why would you not have?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm opposed to it. I just have my reservations on it. I guess I don't think he's.
Yeah,
I don't think he's trying to do anything malicious at all. But
I do. I mean, I do think AONs having like this specific special NFT, as like the SPX NFT is better.
Right. Yeah.
I do think that.
No, 100%.
I think so. Why not just have the 69 SPX burned on purchase, and the NFT is yours, just like an AON NFT. So as you wish with it, keep it or sell it on the open market. So I think the reason why is print.world and probably Evan as well. I think is making some on the trading of it. If you do it on print.world, so if you're trading it on print.world, they make a little bit of a fee. I think is why they don't want to do that. So that's how they make something out of it. And also, I think too, by instead of just literally burning it, it always keeps. And the reason why they want to do that is because it will keep a floor price of 69 SPX. So if the NFT falls below 69 SPX of value, people will try to buy the NFT, thus generating a little bit of a fee for them. And I think that's why they did that. But which I don't necessarily blame them. But it's also kind of neat because it's always got like a floor price. I don't know. It's very neat. I like the idea from like an economics perspective. I think it's kind of cool. But I did see some people say we should do this like every piece of art ever. I think that's a little overboard. But
yeah, I think it's a good experiment just to see what happens, kind of thing. The art itself is not super related to SPX, in my opinion, in terms of the image. But if you like the art, I think that's a good way to get into SPX. If that's one avenue, like SPXman is another avenue. So you have to buy the SPX if you are into that. I feel like a very small percentage of crypto people, maybe not small, but like the people that understand NFTs is like a small subset. So maybe for them, if they like it, they'll buy it. And I think the economics, like it does make sense, and it's like not super expensive. It's like a low risk thing. So I'm just kind of open minded to see how it goes. I think overall the artist has good intentions, so it's not like he's trying to scam anybody. I think that's a plus. So
definitely.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I mean,
if you're not a scammer in this space, you get praised.
You get praised. Yeah,
that's scam people.
Yeah. I mean, it's just how it is. So
it's so true, though. It's so true. That's not bad.
I think Jesse is also going to be releasing some NFTs related to like the art project in Miami. So, I think more art where you have to buy SPX to get it is good because that helps us out. I think that's a good use for it. So I think overall it's just like an experiment, a social experiment to see how it unfolds, kind of thing. So
I've also seen a lot of posts from not SPX people, but NFT people talking about it, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good. Like we are in the marketing game ultimately. Like this is our product, this is our idea. It's SPX 6900. We're trying to flip the stock market, and there's an infinite ways to talk about it, promote it, have people get on board to understand it. So if this is one avenue, then if that's what your calling is, and I support it. So
we're one of the few projects that bind it, I believe. But anyways, sorry, go ahead.
No, well said. I agree. I concur.
Do you concur? I concur.
Yeah, I like what Useless said. AONs are going to be legendary relics.
Yeah, like the AONs are original. They're OG. I don't think any NFT is gonna like within SPX is going to, outperform and do
Saucy
that.
just
So.
bought an Aeon, and I've seen him. He's minted, I think, several of the cores.
Yeah, that's
so he doesn't feel like, oh, I got an Aeon now, it's cheaper. He doesn't feel that way. So he's just like, it's like an additional thing.
yeah. I think Aeons like us, we overall think in abundance. We're not like in that scarcity mindset of like, no, we can only have so many this type of artwork. Like that's it's like the more the better. If your intentions or vibes are in the right direction, then I think people will support it. And if it's a way to onboard people, if some people like that style of artwork, then that's great. Like I think that's one step closer to our goal.
I think it could have been done poorly, though. I will say,
For sure.
If it would have been like, this is SPX art. I'm an SPX guy, and here's a collection that you can buy, and it's just not really related to it, not tied to the coin. That would have been bad.
Yeah,
of course. But
it seemed like to be a pretty well done, well executed process, in my opinion. No one really complained about being scammed or anything. I think that was my main thing. I'm just skeptical in crypto in general. So, but I think it went pretty smooth, and I think that's great. So,
I was skeptical as well.
There's definitely no other community. There's definitely no other community that someone could have just been like, all right, I'm gonna make some NFTs and just bind them with this coin, and then people are just gonna like them because the community is so big and present. And that's it's literally what happened, right? Like,
it's like also good at this point now with the SPX. Like you kind of have to show your face if you're going to be doing something like that. You can't just be completely anonymous and just release like an NFT or something to try and leverage our community. So I think that's another positive. So
I'm excited to see the cores persist.
Hell
yeah, exactly. So
Slow's cat unplugged his camera. That's why.
Typical.
Oh really?
He messaged me.
Meow. He must not have fed the cat.
That's an issue. Oh man, Chang, did you mint any cores, or did you buy any?
Nah, I didn't. But it's for another reason, not because I didn't like it, or it's not any of those reasons.
You just didn't want it. Got it. That's fine. It's really fine. You don't have to want it. Like,
just didn't want it. All right, cool. No big deal. No big deal.
No biggie. Ilya's rocking one now, which is kind of cool. I was a little sad though. I missed. You can't rock it forever. You got to go back to your Aeon. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's I feel the same way.
Although I think it's good for Nick because that wasn't actually Nick's Aeon, so I think I don't know. He's also. I feel like it's good too for like people who are kind of like he's kind of involved with a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's kind of cool in a weird way.
I don't have an Aeon. I just got a picture from an old meme.
Yours is iconic now, so please don't change it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, what if I get an Aeon? I can't even use it. Gotta use
mine. Miss Ponzi made mine, and I'm just gonna stick with it. So
don't change it.
Yeah, I can't change mine.
So cool.
Oh, God,
so like creative, It's like a super original towards you,
It's a gift from the community. So
yeah, it's super cool.
That is cool.
I'm jealous. Did you see this? These questions Hoodish put out on the 14th. These are hard questions to answer. That's kind of why I'm interested in asking them.
Hoodish, very hoodish.
Yeah. These are questions. It says, please answer these questions below as if I was a new person interested in buying SPX 6900.
That's scary.
I often get asked these questions when I talk to someone about SPX.
Okay. Where's this at again? When was this?
Oh, it's on the 14th.
Okay.
I think maybe if you search his tweets for discussion.
I see it. I often get asked this question. Okay, how is it? What is SPX? How is it a movement? How is it different from other meme coins? Okay, Chang, what is SPX? Go.
SPX is a decentralized stock coin. So we've, put the entire stock market into a teeny tiny coin.
Okay,
Wow.
good answer.
Wow, that
Jeffrey.
sounds amazing.
Jeffrey, how is it a movement?
How is it a movement? We are collectively choosing to change the path of the traditional financial investment into a teeny tiny coin that was created with Ethereum technology.
That's good. How is it different from other meme coins, Krishna?
So when you think of most meme coins, you usually think of it as a short-term pump and dump, flavor of the week type of situation. Maybe it's related to animals or frogs or dogs or cats. SPX has maybe perhaps started as a meme coin, as a joke, quote unquote, in internet culture, but has now transcended into a movement, as Jeffrey has alluded to. And the difference being that we have a long-term mindset. So we take elements of the traditional stock market with this long-termism and apply it to our tiny crypto coin. And if you have a long-term mindset, the potential for success is much greater. And it has created a community, a strong community, which is unlike other meme coins, although other meme coins do have communities, but ours specifically is very energetic, is highly motivated, open-minded, conscientious, and we coordinate very well. So all these attributes will ultimately contribute to our long-term success, in my opinion, from my observation, in the observation of many other people who have joined this movement. I feel as though, this is not a gambling type of thing, because a lot of these people, a lot of AONs have done the research, have been in crypto, and like thoughtfully decided to join this. So these are the attributes in which I think that it's different from other meme coins.
Beautiful.
Wow. What do I buy?
You can buy it on Solana, Base, and the Ethereum blockchains. So we are technology agnostic, which is very important because ultimately technology does not matter. Most people don't care about the technology. Even in the traditional stock market, people invest in tech stocks, quote unquote, because they want to make money. They don't care about the tech. So the same thing applies within crypto. The technology never mattered. It's the community and the people that mattered. So you need to find the community which has the best people. And that's just based off vibes. When you talk to somebody, whether you like them or not. So you come into here, be curious, talk to an Aeon, and then you'll find out whether there's somebody you want to talk to or have a beer with.
Okay, I give SPXman 100. I give Jeffrey 100. I give Krishna 100 plus bonus points. 69 bonus points because it was quite good.
Yes.
Now,
Whoa, bonus points. He went over time. He was
But
way
Krishna
over the
made me
time.
feel bullish.
I got a little
Those
voice
makes
of
the
it.
rules,
Yeah.
man.
You can subtract 69 points for going over time. Or even.
I was gonna say, yeah, Grill Ape says we're on Sui and BNB. I was gonna say I think we're on 5 or 6 chains now.
Okay, you get deducted 5 points
Yeah,
for that.
that's
Oops.
Negative 69 credits.
Wait, Slow, did you have any thoughts? What is SPX, or what are your thoughts on those typical questions people ask Hoodish?
You guys did a really good job. I've been really stuck on like the word protest. I don't know why. But to me it's like SPX is this evolution of a continued protest against the traditional finance system that's been going on for decades. There's nothing new about it. There's nothing new about wealth inequality. There's nothing new about greed. There's nothing new about, centralized power structures totally abusing the people that, taking advantage of the people that are living inside the system and kind of have no choice but to participate in the system. And, if like, I think about things a lot, like in the sense of like countries, right? It's like, if you don't like the culture and the values and the lifestyle and etc. of whatever, like town you're in, you can move to a new town, or a city and you move to a new city, or a country and you move to a new country. We don't have any other worlds to move to yet. But there are now these digital infrastructures, these like digital realms, right? Where like now there's this borderless internet entity where we all kind of get together and we're all interacting with each other, and we're from different countries and we're from different towns and different cities and different cultures and different backgrounds and all of these things. But like there's this common theme of kind of tyranny and greed are always kind of corrupting people, you know, like the whole idea of power corrupts people, and SPX is just this SPX is just this voice of people. That's all it is. It's just a vehicle. It's a new vehicle, and it's a new megaphone, and it's a new way to say fuck you to greed and fuck you to power that abuses people and takes advantage of people. And so this is just a new evolution of that. And it's this generation's protest in a lot of ways, or at least that's what I think it'll end up being. And I say this generation, I just mean like the people that are alive in the world right now.
Right.
I think
It's like the internet world protest, essentially, right? Like the people who grew up on the internet. It's like,
yeah,
this is their vehicle to protest through. Like you were saying, like it's nothing new, right? It's the voice of the people, right? And now it's coordinated through this Ethereum science, advanced technology. You know,
Yeah.
through this tiny coin, like you said, like it's a new world. You know, we don't have new worlds to go to yet, but we do have the Cognisphere, and that's kind of like where we're at now, which is interesting how we keep it moving forward. You know, how we can keep it evolving as this protest has over the hundreds of years, right? How we essentially we're going to be the ones that finish the battle, because we'll be flipping the stock market, you know. So this is like the battle to end all battles. You guys ever seen the movie The 100? Or not the movie, the show?
100.
The 100, the show?
I don't. Oh, wait. I think go ahead, talk about it. Kind of sci-fi, like people get sent back to Earth or something.
Yeah, they get sent back to Earth. Yeah, like
yeah.
There's like a whole global war. They all nuke each other, and there's like there's people living. You know, every country shoots off a space station, right? And then to test out the ground, they send 100 people down or whatever. But it goes like so deep, and it's like all you get through, like every time you think like you're doing good, is just like another battle, you know. And it's like all these battles are just because people want power, like you were alluding to before. And the end of the show is like the war to end all wars, essentially, right? So that's kind of why I bring that up. But it's a great show if you guys haven't seen it yet. One of my favorites. I've watched it like 6 times, probably like 6 seasons long. Yeah,
that's cool.
Nice. I think I've seen like maybe the first season, or at least a few of the first couple episodes I can remember watching, and I do remember liking it. Yeah. I love that kind of conceptual shit, though.
Yeah, it got me. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I've been can I do one more thing here, Cheb?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
I've been listening to some history podcasts about like revolutions, like the French Revolution, the American Revolution, the Haitian Revolution, and stuff. And it's kind of interesting because, like, pretty much at the end of the day, these like former revolutions in human history has always been violent, because there's really been no other choice. And like we now have a vehicle to very peacefully wage economic warfare, economic protest, whatever you want to call it. A way of doing a peaceful, nonviolent protest, ultimately. And I think that's like, I have, you know, my concerns are that a lot of, like, big picture wise, when I think about the world, like, my concerns are largely that people are just going to keep killing each other and countries keep going to war. And yeah, I mean, like, what? I want us to get away from that, and I see SPX as the most peaceful, most effective way to join like a peaceful revolution that's against greed and against abuse of power, which is why it's decentralized. So
you're not the only one that feels that way, Slow. That's why we've grown so fast. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's another good answer as to why it's not a meme coin or a typical meme coin. Nobody would answer it that way for another meme coin.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to show this off real quick. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen it. Chang specifically, have you seen this?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
Seb actually, yeah, he encountered somebody in the middle of London who like said, yeah, he did a U-turn and just to say, hey, to Seb, I think he was wearing all his stuff he wears by SPX. He came like spoke to him, which is like so cool. I'll play it real quick actually because there should be no copyright on this.
Like I say, lovely, thank you, George. Thanks. I'm just on Westminster Bridge, and this gentleman's just pulled over in his taxi. Can you believe it? What's your name, mate? It's George. It's George, and he's an Eon. Yeah. George, I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna put this. Here, George. Right.
I love how he puts the camera there.
Yeah, George. Talk to me. What did you just say, Murad? Yeah. What's the video, Murad? I just like the idea of collectively people getting together and being able to invest in something that can leverage us. I would say, the poorer members of society, if you like, and you know, it's our chance to just get a foot on the ladder. Yeah, and then hopefully, you know, it's just open your eyes. And I know it can sound a bit daunting, you know, with crypto but you know, it's all the other investments are, you know, it looks like it's all for the rich boys, and it's manipulated. No matter how much you want to do it, all the markets are manipulated. Even the big boys will tell you that they manipulate the markets. They don't hide it, do they? And they don't hide it. And I just think now, because we can front run this, and the big boys can't get involved. As with a lot of crypto, you know, the laws prohibit them from getting involved, and you know, otherwise they'll be smashing it, and we wouldn't even get a look in the door. But you know, now we can. You know, listen, it is a minefield. Crypto in general is it's like anything. Everyone's vying to, you know, create this. The problems are probably not already there yet, but they're devising stuff, and this SPX, this movement, I feel is a real. It makes sense. And listen, just put a little bit in, you know. And how long have you been in it? I've only been in it for about a month. Come on, George. Because I was looking into it. So I was just, you know, DCA into it. And when you look at the rail pool and, you know, this and it's the monetary cycle. Yeah. And so no matter what happens, it's all about liquidity. And I know it's supposed to happen last year, but 26, 27, you're going to get this huge amount of liquidity come back into that, and then the crypto it'll go ballistic again. Yeah. So get in there and don't wait for it to when everyone's going mad and saying get in the crypto. You know, the same old thing. The shoe shine boy told me about crypto. That's when I told all that rubbish. But so get in there and the SPX, you know, just put a bit in. You never know. But exactly. I honestly believe it. It sunk in, and when I started thinking about it, I thought, boy, you know, if everyone just got together. That's it. George, we've got a chance. We do, mate. We just want to have a chance. Bro, this is blowing my mind that you've literally just pulled up your taxi and got to see. I've seen the I was like, and you still recognise it? I still recognise it. So, mate, I'll try and tell my friends this, and they look at me like I'm a lunatic. So that's the hard thing about this. You're trying to, because you want everyone to get on. 100%, yeah. Not just me, I want everyone to benefit. Yeah. Because it is hard. But you talk to people, they look at you like, you know, so do your own research, look into it. If it's for you, it's for you. Yes. But, you know, listen, if you put 500 quid in, your downside, you lose 500 quid. Your upside is thousands and thousands and thousands. So to me, that's the best bet in the whole wide world. Change your life, Change your life, and the downside is you believe in something. You believe in something, and the way the world's going, and the youth of today, and listen, 30 years ago, email, people looked at you and laughed at you, didn't even know what it was. Look at it now. And technology is going so fast now. It's like it's nuclear. So you just be on board the ship.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Lovely. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love George so much.
That is
think-
so bullish.
I think the way he was able to not, number one, articulate his, I guess, his thesis or what he was able to understand of SPX is amazing. He said he's been in it for only a month or something like that. And yeah, I just thought that was really cool to see. And I think you'll be seeing more and more of that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
It highlights again how much SPX can resonate with people, and like the most normal people in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like great that I don't know. I've got thoughts percolating, but someone else take over.
It's also really cool. I was bringing up. You said this generation. The reason why I brought him up, he doesn't look like he's not a young dude. He's probably mid 40s, maybe even 50. I don't know. No offense, George. I don't know how old you are, but you look a bit older than me. But my point is, it can appeal to everybody. I mean, it appeals to young people. We got the Knicks of the world, and then it can appeal to him and others, and people like us were sort of in the middle. So I just think that's I don't know. I thought it was just amazing, and also he did a U-turn to come talk to.
Yeah,
talk to
you
Seb.
trying to come talk to Seb.
That's amazing. Saucy. George is actually 16. Wow. He's got that SPXman gene.
Yeah.
16.
The message definitely spreads over generations, So it's just it's amazing to see, especially something like that. Who would have thought? Sure Seb wasn't thinking that was going to happen. Probably jacked him up so hard,
He was
just
so
having someone come do that. He's like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I'm coming back. I'm coming back another 690 days, bro. It just recharged him for another 690 days out there.
Yeah.
Chang, what did you think about that?
Oh, George is lovely, but like the first thing that really, was very insightful for me is that Seb is very brave. Like, how can you put your phone inside a stranger's car and leave it there? That's like the first thought that came up to me. Anyways, I believe. Yeah, George is he seems very nice, and he is aware of what we're trying to do. And I guess he's seen one of Murad's video to come up with the CCs, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because Murad was actually the one pushing these kind of idea about SPX. And I do think we need to appeal to a lot of people, not just like the younger generation, only diehard crypto fan. I mean, holders. We also should, try to get people, like normal people, like George. And these kind of people, I believe, would like hold longer than like other crypto holders. So, and he's here because he believes in the mission, not just because like he wants a quick profit. If you listen to him, like he believes like being collectively to fight against a corrupt system. So having this goal, I guess, is very, very bullish for SPX because we have a reason to fight for. Not because like we're not holding it because like, oh, it went up 10x, let me sell. We're not doing that. We're just here to stay until we flip the stock market. And I believe George understands that. So it's actually really bullish to see like, a random person on the street just recognizing Seb and saying like, oh yeah, I want to talk about SPX. And Hype also mentioned that like he believes going viral like that in real life rather than online is more bullish for SPX because you'll have more holders that's going to talk about it in real life rather than just being online and telling random strangers. They're going to tell like their friends and family who are more likely to buy than a random stranger online. If you talk about SPX, because they know you personally, and they'll be like, okay, what if I lose $100? And that's gonna be it. So like they're gonna just put in $100 or more, and then the cycle continues.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's very bullish to see like random person stopping by Seb's, to Seb and like talking about SPX to him.
It's
It means like
incredible.
people do know about us, and we are actually growing.
That is not a crypto native person whatsoever.
Especially now, it's not even like a
Right.
high traffic time in crypto. It's just like,
yeah, no kidding.
Like
That's
how'd that guy's algorithm pick up a Murad video? Like it's just which I would like to know which one he saw or how he saw it. Honestly,
The
just
Cognisphere selected him, man.
yeah. Like, how do we get the content in front of his friends, or whatever?
And it's even more bullish knowing that like millions of coin was like created in 2025, and he chose SPX.
Oh yeah,
out of all of them.
It does resonate, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's something that like Murad's talked about before, where like normies are better holders than crypto native people, because everyone who's like in crypto is basically just a trader trying to make like the fastest trade is like 99% of the space.
I've seen a statistic from Pump Fund or something like that. Like the average hold time is like less than 20 seconds.
Yeah. No, literally, it's like 13 seconds or some shit.
That's actually impressive.
That's like on their platform, on Pump Fund.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know where I've seen the statistic or if it's like reasonable. But I could just imagine people just buying them and like, okay, sell immediately. It went up 1%. Yes, I've got $5.
Well, I feel like there's so many like I don't know, people like make streamers, right? They try and make like content off of, or they were trying to make content off of like trading crypto, right? And like I would just watch them sometimes, and like you just know they don't really know what they're doing. They just have buckets of soul they can use, because maybe someone's sponsoring them, or they just have some money, right, or whatever, right? And so all these younger kids, like they see that, and like then they just want to do that, Like I always try to think of like, what if I was like 16 and I saw this shit, and I'd be like, because like I like to, I used to try, I didn't gamble too much, but I played poker here and there and stuff like that, like poker online, put my credit card in one time, played a little poker online, won some money, whatever. So I know that these kids are seeing this stuff, and it's definitely not a good habit to get into when you're coming home after school, hopping on Pump Fund, like trading, holding coins for 30 seconds, like and just
bullish, bearish, bullish.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No, so.
It's pretty funny though. I think it's so fucked up, the ones where you can launch a coin and then you're like live streaming it and doing weird shit to try to pump it. That's so fucked up and weird to me. See you, Michael.
Yeah, you're just eating your own shit to get.
Yeah, there's literally somebody did that, isn't there? Didn't that happen? Pretty sure it happened. Somebody ate their own shit on stream and called it shitter or something ridiculous.
Something
insane.
That's what's wrong with this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that's definitely a thing. Probably not two.
Yeah. Disgusted.
All right. Well, I've got a question then for you guys. What do you think 2026 is going to be like?
Glorious.
I don't necessarily mean for SPX.
I
just mean like overall. Like, I know half. When I look at like all the people that I look at either on online or Twitter or the couple of different YouTube channels I follow and stuff, everyone's pretty much split down the middle. of like, like the 4-year cycle being dead or not, liquidity's incoming or not. People have wildly different views on like the big macro picture of what 2026 is going to be like. I'm just kind of curious what you guys are thinking, or if you are even thinking about that.
I mean, me personally, like I just know like I got no control over it. So for me, it's gonna happen when it happens. 2026, Q1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, right? It's just gonna happen when it happens. So for me, I've learned this, right, through being in the community, right? Like focusing on just every day, right? Like getting better every day as a person, whatever, putting more effort into the community where you want to put effort into, helping others, like focusing on those things are not only what are going to help you persist forever in flipping the stock market, but doing those DCAs as we call them in your real life is going to help you in persisting forever, mentally, physically, emotionally, so on and so forth. So that's kind of just how I take it now, but yeah, that's how I'm looking at it.
For me, one thing, I mean, in terms of, I know I know a lot of people really want it to happen ASAP. That's kind of the feeling I think a lot of people have. Is that gonna? Do you really want to quit your job tomorrow? Do you really want to change your entire life tomorrow? That's the only thought I would have for people. It's like, is that gonna? What are you gonna do? Let's say it shoots up immediately. Are you gonna sell everything and buy a house or buy something crazy with it? Like, I guess what I'm trying to get at is that materially going to change things? For me, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't for me. So I get the desire to want it to pump ASAP or whatever. I get that, but having patience and stacking when you can, DCing when you can take advantage of these cool times, cooled off, whatever, bear times, whatever you want to call it, down times. You can take advantage of that. I understand if you can't take advantage of it, it can be frustrating. But I think, like you said, Jeffrey, focusing on the community is and doing things for SPX is a good way to channel it. Because sometimes, I mean, obviously, I check the price. Sometimes I do. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So, but whenever I do, and like sometimes it frustrates me, the first thing I'll do is, instead of feeling frustrated, I'll go do something productive. Like immediately, whenever I start to feel that frustration, because it's kind of a natural thing, I will immediately go do something productive. It makes me feel better immediately.
It definitely took me a while to stop looking at the price. I'd say it probably took me about like 8 months where I, no joke, don't look anymore.
That's amazing. I do still look sometimes.
It was, it was hard for a little while. Like I would try, and then you just got it. But then I think what the biggest thing was for me was obviously just being around more, but also like taking the app off of my screen.
Yes.
So you don't fucking just click on it like a retard and just like, oh, what's the price? Like obviously it didn't nothing happened. Like,
yeah.
And even like, you don't even need to check the price. You just go on Twitter and you could, like obviously nothing happened, right? Like, like it's just so but yeah, I think that was big, like not having the app up, number one, but then also just realizing like, all right, the more I look at it, nothing's gonna change. Like why am I gonna get emotional off of a red or a green color? Like when in the overall picture it really doesn't matter. Like you said, the mission is clear, right? Flip the stock market. So
I look at it way less than I used to. I have deleted apps off my phone, which definitely helps.
Yeah.
But I do have a job where I'm on my computer all day, so it's kind of tempting to check sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't get as frustrated as I used to either. So I'm definitely better about it, but I still do get frustrated occasionally. Chang, what do you think?
For 2026.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a mixed feeling. Like, I don't know what like the geopolitical conflict, how it will go through, and that's obviously going to affect like how people are gonna put their money. Are they gonna just keep them cash, or just buy more gold because they're more stable, or invest in something? But overall, I do see it a bit bullish, as a bit bullish year. And I mean, I don't know how SPX will do. SPX could, go sideways, and I would never know, and it could go up. But overall market, I am pretty bullish. It's almost midterm. Trump wants like the Republican to win, so he's gonna do something to pump everyone's bag and get all the votes for him. So yeah. So we just need to wait and see what happens, like what people or the governments are going to do with the liquidity for the market, and how people are going to buy, what people are going to buy from it. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, why the fuck you laughing?
Why are you laughing? Do you have a problem with me?
SPXman is giving the most, the best macro advice on all the internet. I'm just saying. Just be chill. Could be a good year. We gotta wait.
Yeah. So I do see it as a bullish year, but I don't know how bullish it will become, or how much Trump will drag this geopolitical events with other countries like Greenland now, and is he gonna pick a new target after Greenland?
Right.
So, yeah. It all depends on how people react, and at this point, people are gonna say oh, that's just a scare event, so I'm not gonna sell. And one day, people won't sell after these kind of newses,
Right?
And we're just gonna go up.
Right.
And people are just gonna realize, oh, that's just them trying to manipulate the prices to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Krishna, your turn.
2026, yeah. To piggyback off SPXman's macro political economic situation, I do believe that the U.S. has a good amount of debt, that is short-term debt, that is due sometime this year in the trillions, and I think Trump is really trying to do whatever he can to lower those interest rates. And even if not this year, the debt, it's coming due. So that's what he's working behind the scenes to do that. I mean, it's going to just cause inflation for everybody, but for risk on markets, it'll do well for Bitcoin. Who knows? And even if he does that, who knows if it's going to do well for crypto? At this point, there's so many variables that go into prices of markets that, like Jeffrey was saying, I can't control these things. But if it happens this year, that would be great. If not, then it's just more time for me to stack, more time to just focus on improving my own skills, my abilities to, become a better version of myself, continue to get into good habits, which has happened, since I joined SPX, because ultimately it just gives hope. The longer it takes for us to go parabolic, that just means that the community is more solidified. The coins are in the hands of the believers, and it's just going to go even higher when it does. So, I don't want it to just necessarily, if you have the mindset of I need it to go up now, chances are it's not going to happen. So you really just got to focus on what you can control in your own life. Do whatever you can. If you have a job, do a good job at work. It's you don't have to feel hopeless. You can just at least be all right, if I'm going to try and get a promotion, or maybe work overtime so I can stack more teeny tinies. So, that's kind of how I look at it. You can only control your own life situation. SPX is just a chance for you to jump ahead. You still have to take that risk and believe in it, believe in something. And once you do, it's kind of like anybody who believes in God. The person who believes in God is fearless. They're not afraid to take risks, or they know that there's a higher power guiding them. So that's kind of, in this era where there's a decline in religion, you feel that, crypto, or SPX specifically, is kind of replacing a lot of those elements. You have that hope to have. So keep doing what you're doing and just try and be the best version of yourself, and everything will happen when it's supposed to. So But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Great answers.
I definitely agree with Krishna. Like, we just focus on what you're doing right now, and you'll be fine.
You know, just try to do some SPX related work. Try to do something for the Cognisphere. Any small step if you're not actively participating, and from you know, we all have our own journeys. We all have done so many things for SPX, and it feels so rewarding. It feels you're not doing it for the money in the moment, because you know that's down the line, but you're doing it ultimately to just make friends, be part of a community. You know, that's a big part of why I'm here. And it, like, having a digital community, this is your digital community, and then try and find a community in your wherever you live. You know, to what Slow was saying, like, a lot of people don't have the option to move countries, move locations if their economic situation is good. You're just kind of stuck where you are and whatever avail opportunities there are. So if that's your case, at least you have a digital community, and maybe that's all the social interaction you get. But if that can help you build your social skills to go out into your community and try and talk to other people, and it kind of will help with that loneliness epidemic feeling that a lot of people are feeling. So yeah, that's kind of keep persisting forever, guys. You just have to be the best version of yourself. That's what God wants you to do.
You're killing it, Krishna.
Push lines.
Krishna,
And then
Krishna, I was
Flow state.
I didn't mean to take up your flow state, but you
No, go ahead.
bring up the God part, and it's I was telling somebody this exact thing, right? Like, he was asking me what the difference is between Bitcoin and SPX or whatever, and I mentioned you know, SPX helps people find, you know, some belief in, you know, this growing society that I guess pushes away like faith and God and things like that. And his response was like, "Oh, I'm an agnostic." And so I just wanted to, you know, to say that. So it's just, but, yeah.
I mean, I had a atheistic phase too growing up, because if you grow, for me, like, I grew up in America at this time, in this era, like, you know, God and Christianity played a big role in the founding of this country, and that definitely guided, you know, the values of the country to some extent. I mean, it can go overboard, but that happens in every society. But I believe that once a society becomes wealthy and the bureaucracy is in place, the bureaucracy doesn't want any new religion to spring up, because that can threaten the status quo. So most people just kind of push away the faith and don't really believe in those stories. And they don't really need to, like, oh, I'm already comfortable in the society, I don't really need to think about God. Whereas if you're poor, you're more likely to believe in God, because you need that faith to help you get through the day to day and kind of, you know, make it for your family. So, you know, that's kind of like how
now our faith is TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. And now when that happens, if you lose sight of that, then other forces will replace that for you. And then now all of a sudden everybody's trying to look smacks and do all these things to get attention. And it's just, you know, the fabric of society deteriorates. And honestly, there's nothing we can really do about it. Like, SPX is a partial solution for those who believe, the small percentage of people who believe. And then even then, okay, all these people now have a lot of money. Well, what are you going to do with it? Like, if they all just continue to do what the society tells them to pursue, individual pursuits and vanity and cars and all that, then nothing really changes. But from what I believe and what I see is, like, I think a lot of these people will use that money for good and do good things with it, help out their family, and, you know, promote good causes, whatever it may be. And I think that's like something to help push the needle of, you know, maybe having the seeds for a new society to spring up as this one declines, as this culture declines. Something has to replace it. So I think what we have here as a culture is all great values, like brotherhood, you know, love, trust, community, like everything that we do here. This is what will build, is what you need to build a properly functioning society. So it's not like it's all bad news. It's, you know, the spirit is still within us, and we have the ability to change or to, like, create something new, even if times are bleak. So that's kind of like, you know, how I view, how I frame everything, and everything will happen on its own time. So as shit gets worse out there, I mean, fortunately, that is good for crypto, good for SPX, but ultimately, once we have this money, we have to use it for good, is kind of how I think about it.
It definitely makes SPX a lot more unique in the sense that being around you have the understanding of the holders and their intentions with flipping the stock market, right? And
Yeah.
you know, there's not, I don't know many online communities, but I can't imagine there's many online communities that you know, have like a list of commandments, right? Or like
Yeah.
a faith-driven ethos and a strong environment that was like literally built from just people who have similar faiths and being like, hey, no, this is the proper way, that's not the proper way, we're abiding by these laws, I guess you could say, right? And nowadays people don't want to fucking follow rules, right? Like that's been a part of new people
Yeah.
coming in and like, oh fuck your stupid ass rules, like, you know, it's whatever, right? And so yeah, I just think it's definitely one of a kind in many instances, and like that whole crypto aspect of a lot of people in crypto just want money for themselves.
Yeah.
I think we definitely have a lot of people involved that are the opposite of that. So
Yeah, and that's huge. That's like the main crux of this whole thing, what we're trying to address. And I'm sorry, I forget what you just said about in the beginning, but
I said
like
6,900 is bigger than 500.
yeah, like yeah, the flipping this, like online communities in general. And this is different because we have all this energy and we're trying to channel it towards this goal, and no one's telling you what to do. You kind of find your own place in this community, and that's like the autonomy that you get is very rewarding compared to going to a job where they tell you what to do, you know. So I think people are looking for we've been saying this, a lot of people haven't found SPX because they don't know what it is, but once they do, they'll be like, wow, I really need this in my life. And you realize it's not about the money. And you know, the rules that we ask you to follow, it's not even that much. Like, you know, no lewd, like for obvious reasons. Like if you want lewd, go somewhere else. Like this is one simple thing. No posting charts.
It's
like
everywhere else.
Yeah, it's everywhere else. So
Yeah.
like just one space, can we not just have it? Is that too much to ask? Like no charts. Like no one, like we don't want to look at charts. Create something else. Like literally use AI. We don't care. Anything else besides a fucking chart. Like it's these simple things that if people don't want to follow, if you're not willing to follow these things, then you know, you have your own journey to do whatever the hell you want. Like, but for a lot of people, this is where we're in the process of just spreading the message of what we believe, what we stand for. And if you're ready to join, then you understand it. And that's kind of, you know, it just takes a little time for people for it to sink in. And, you know, Chad's doing his role with this show and the other show. And like, you know, you guys are been stepping it up with making the shorts and everything. And that's been huge. So like, everything is just kind of happening. We're just doing it day by day. It's like another day at work, but it feels great to like come on the show every week and just talk with you guys. Like it's half serious, but also half funny. That's the beauty of it.
I was going to mention, while we were just talking about your collection, Evan. I don't know if you're still on, Evan Hilton, but I would love for you to come on the show sometime and maybe you can explain it a bit more, some of the technicals to it, like the burning mechanism and all that stuff, and talk about your inspiration and why you want to dedicate your art to SPX a bit more. That'd be cool if you wanted to come on.
Yeah, we got a couple questions for you, Evan.
We do like the art, but
we
did have a couple questions. And I did mint one myself, so it's pretty cool. And I also wanted to mention too, speaking of, I mean, not everybody's religious, not everybody has to believe in God and all that, but I've mentioned this before that I was an atheist at one point. I've lived with the belief in God and without the belief in God, and I definitely prefer believing in God, and I've realized that. And one thing that was cool that happened is, I mean, I never thought this would be a way to express myself in that way. I never really thought of it that way, but I have when I first started, at least, and you know, I've mentioned it several times. And one of the coolest things happened on Saturday. Very Hoodish reached out to me and said that helped inspire him to come back and go to church. Hearing me say that, because he went through an atheist type phase. I hope you don't mind me mentioning this. Sorry, I didn't think about that, but I definitely appreciated you saying that to me, and it meant a lot. And it was just really cool to know that SPX is more than just, you know, just a coin. It can mean a lot more things, and it connects us in a lot of different ways. So it meant a lot to me, and that was cool. I didn't think. I hope Barry Otis didn't mind me mentioning that, but
He's
And-
fucking pissed.
he might be. If you are, I apologize.
Like, and that's really big because, you know, if you start out doubting, you're an atheist, that's fine. But then, you know, you join SPX, you hear all these people with different ideas, and, you know, you talk to Chad, and like, you all of a sudden you open your mind to the possibility. Let me just try to go to church and see what it's like. Like that in itself is like taking a huge step in terms of opening your mind. It may not be for you. Maybe the people are not what you thought it was, but at least you tried. And I think just being open to doing those things is like huge in terms of developing yourself as a person. And just
And he told me he had
Yeah.
a very similar story to me. Like he was raised Christian, went away from it, and he's been feeling the urge to come back, which is what happened to me. He said it was helpful to hear that perspective. So it was just cool.
I did the same thing. I was going to like, you know, a Hindu denomination that like my mom goes to. She lives, you know, I live in Pennsylvania, but my mom is like an hour away, but she goes to a different branch. So I went there for like, you know, several Sundays straight, and it was fine. Like the people were fine, everything. It didn't fit my schedule, and you know, I was already doing a lot of the studying on my own, but I ended up just going to I signed up for a yoga studio, and they practice not like, you know, more with the traditional teachings when we chant Om and things like that. And it's interesting because it's like all white people. So it's like white people doing Hindu things. So I thought that was like, I think it's, and I like to exercise and I like to move, you know, use my body for that. So that's what I do as far as like my spiritual practice. And, you know, I've mentioned SPX there slowly, but no one, I don't want to force anything. So it'll happen when it happens is how I kind of, but yeah. So
that's awesome. Sorry, we'll say one thing. Not that one. Oh yeah, SPXman, you do have a nice living room. It's very beautiful.
He moved to the same building Jeffery is, and
I'll make Evan join. Sounds good.
Nice. Yeah.
You don't have to force him, but if he wants to.
I think one of the cool things about like if you're growing as a person, if you're developing as a person, that should be affecting other areas of your life as well, because you're the same person in everything that you're doing. So if, you know, being involved in SPX or something is somehow giving you more purpose or a sense of purpose or, you know, sense of meaning, or you're finding your voice or you're developing as an individual, whatever it is, I mean, that should be giving you some kind of encouragement and hope and positivity to be able to bring to other areas of your life, whether it's, you know, religion or other things, whatever it is. Those positive impacts, you know, they carry over into other parts of your life, and it should be that way.
Yeah, definitely. Like it just starts with having an open mind. Like if somebody tells you about SPX and you immediately say like, oh, that's a scam. Like you're not even being curious about it. But if you take that step to be curious, do some research, talk to some people, like you're making progress. You're growing as a human just by opening yourself to new possibilities. Like you can't have if you have a dream life, that can't be achieved without having that imagination and being curious and being open. You could, it's better to just do the research and like go through it and then say, this is not for me. That's fine. But if you just start off by saying it's a scam, then like, you probably walk around the whole life thinking everything's a scam. And then what are you even doing at that point?
I mean, if Bitcoin was called a scam, like everybody thought it was a scam back then.
Bitcoin is still called a scam, dude.
That's true.
I'm in Reddit all the time,
but
and most people are still calling Bitcoin a scam. Trust me.
but much less than it used to be. Literally before, it was like literally every day, basically, except for crazy people. What would you say, Chang?
Oh yeah, everybody was calling it a bubble. It's gonna burst. It's gonna burst.
But yeah, you're right. There is still a lot of people calling it a scam. Sorry, Chang, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Kind of why I say that is because literally earlier today, I was in some kind of Bitcoin thread, and some guy had made a post and was saying how Bitcoin's dying because silver and gold are hitting, new all-time highs and blah, 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 right? And it's like, man, yeah, it made me feel bullish because because there are still people out there that view Bitcoin this way. We're extremely early in SPX. I mean, extremely early.
If you'd have told me Bitcoin's sitting around 90K and people were calling it dead, I never would have believed you. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
People are-
It's amazing. It's amazing how they like create that, you know.
Yeah, totally.
To the outside world, everyone's just like, oh yeah, Bitcoin. Like I don't know what the fuck that shit is, you know. Meanwhile, those guys are just collecting coins, you know.
Yeah. People will believe whatever they want to believe.
Yeah, and it's a lot of the times it's just out of fear, like having that fear mindset. Like, you have to be curious and trying to understand. Like, be curious as to why it even has a valuation of 90,000. Like, if you just don't know anything about economics or finance and just calling it a scam, like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you have to be willing to put in the work and figure things out on your own. Too many people just believe what they tell them. Like, people will call Bitcoin a scam once until like their favorite, market person says it's not. Like, once it gets that validation from whoever, then they stop thinking that way, which is like use your brain, man.
My friend, who is a very good sentiment measurer, or kind of a metric, I guess, he is bearish Bitcoin now, and he's bullish on silver.
Okay, like the fundamentals haven't even changed. It's just like it makes no sense. It just switch, like you're just going.
It's all
with the
psychology.
wind. Yeah,
he's a
it's all
good
psychology.
psychological indicator.
Yeah.
Green
and maybe
candle.
maybe short term that might be the case, but like you have to think long term. Like once again, like if you're going bullish, bearish on different assets short term, that's trading, and that to me is not fun at all.
Yeah. That is another big difference between SPX like community, and I'm not saying other meme coin communities. I just mean like crypto as a whole. Like altcoins as a whole is like, one of the main differences, honestly, is that SPX is actually taking seriously the idea of a long-term, state of mind and an investment, the same way that people did with Bitcoin. It's not like early Bitcoiners were sitting around a year after Bitcoin launched, staring at charts and being like, is the Fibonacci retracement level, gonna get hit? What about the golden bull cross or whatever the fuck? It's like, that's not how Bitcoin succeeded. And so trying to like, I know we all know this. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but like, if people assume that SPX is a short-term trade, just like every other meme coin, just like every other altcoin. And the main difference is that we approach it with a long-term mindset. Because frankly, there's not another dollar that I'm ever putting in a traditional financial asset. Like, it's going into SPX for the rest of my life.
Speaking of traditional assets, I have a comment here. I want to hear Chang's thoughts on his response. So I'm going to read this. This was from the buddy of mine that I was talking to the other day. It's pretty long. He goes, I don't believe in the idea of taking down the stock market. Very childish, in my opinion. The stock market is the greatest wealth machine to ever exist. It massively rewards the patient investor with robot-like discipline and a very low time preference. The stock market is America. It's everything that's so great about this country. It's built everything that you use on a daily basis, including the smartphone you're typing on, the internet, search engines, modern transportation, electricity, medicine, etc., etc. The stock market, that was good.
Definitely not right.
The stock market is modern civilization. Anyone who claims to want to flip it with some Reddit meme coin nonsense is delusional and wants an easy way out.
We are not bored from Reddit. Sorry.
I love that's where he went with it though. I was like,
you go with Reddit.
I was like, that's bullish if you're going with Reddit, I guess.
Oh yeah, bullish for you, but
I said, what I think, he goes, what I think can be worked on is getting more Americans educated about the importance of investing and saving. not by trying to pump some random anti-Wall Street GameStop type fairy tale meme coin. What's your response, Chang?
If only he knows how the stock market works.
Does this person come from money or have money himself?
I believe so. I believe he comes from some money.
So
yeah.
he's basically believing that if if everybody bought the stock market and just did not buy at all after that, like them the companies creating will create the value of the stock increase when nobody's buying. So like let's say there's no buying or selling, just people holding.
Right.
And he believes like if like Apple makes the new iPhone 18, it's gonna make the stock price go up. No, it's going up because they're buying it, just like us. There's no difference.
Absolutely.
The only difference is that the institution has bought so much stock that they could sell to dump it when they want.
Mhm.
And because they've dumped it and people are going to sell because it dumped, they can buy it off cheaper and pump it even more. And they'll have infinite money glitch. So yeah. I think SPX is less manipulated than the stock market.
Your point is the
Weightless.
stock market price is totally detached from the fundamentals of whatever company. It's just just pumped by money.
Yes. And it's basically like you buy the stock because of what the company does. But let's say there's no buying or selling and you're just holding the stock. Then the company just releasing like the cure of cancer. It's still going to stay the same if no one's buying the stock. It's not going up because they created the cure for cancer. It's going up because people saw the cure of cancer made by a company, and then they're all rushing in to buy it.
Sounds like they're just buying off of hype and attention.
Yeah, sounds like he just wants us to pump his bags.
No,
Exactly.
99% of stock, or maybe not 99%, 90% of stock value is based off of. It's basically like a pageantry. It's just what sounds the best. It's all hype. Yeah, it's all hype.
Yeah.
90% of it. Maybe 10% is fundamentals, which is based off of profit motive, and typically the incentives are not aligned. And we don't live in an actual. It's also based on the idea that we live in a free market, which is not true.
Yeah,
the government controls what we make, what we produce, essentially by this blocking people from doing certain things. We don't live in a free market. Like in a free market world, companies, I think you could argue, do make a lot more sense. In the world we live in, with corporations and the government colluding to fuck the normal person, the stock market is not a good thing. If we got rid of that mechanism, then maybe companies do make a lot more sense. But currently, it's fucked up.
Yeah, and maybe at a point where companies did create things of value and there was an exchange going on, the wages for the average person were high enough that they could buy the products that these companies were creating. But now most Americans are in debt. There eventually is going to be a point where like the wages aren't even going up. Like who's going to buy anything that they produce? So it's extremely manipulated. And the bottom 490 companies of the S&P 500 are like more or less zombie companies with neutral or negative earnings. And that's what everybody's shoving their money into every 2 weeks because they have quote unquote brand names. Like JCPenney has a brand name and like it just keeps switching management or just keeps refinancing his debt over and over again. That's so many companies out there and they're not really doing any innovation. And as far as
it's tech monopolies and zombie companies and some pharmaceutical companies that are probably trying to fuck you over.
Like they're just charging you $1 billion for this injection, whatever. And yeah, it's the whole thing's a lie. And I mean, if I could somehow invest in like mom and pop shops, if that was a thing, like if there was like some kind of fund where it just goes into mom and pop shops somehow, I'd be cool with that investment. Yeah, well, that's it's the closest thing. It's the closest thing.
The closest thing to it, right? That's what we're doing here.
There's people with stores, and that's you don't need to. It's all you're exactly right.
So it's what Ty said. SPX fixes this,
Even the process of going public to get if you have a company big enough to go public to go on the stock market, you go to the investment bank, they do a road show. They like dress up your company in nice financials in a fancy PowerPoint presentation. It's all aesthetics at the end of the day. And they're telling investors to believe in this, believe in something, into this company or whatever. They has a good, strong founder. It's like all the show at the end of the day. And it rarely pans out. They want that price to IPO at a high price, and it goes down so that they can all cash out, and then it'll start trading. And like, yeah,
in 10 years,
sorry,
we're gonna have the flying car in 10 years.
yeah, it's like
never buy IPO stocks, because
God, no.
it's basically all the investment bankers or like investors wanting to sell their stock. Yeah, and it's like as soon as they IPO, they're just gonna sell it to the market.
Yeah, it's down only after that, and then maybe it'll bounce back if the company actually does well. But yeah,
that's you're gambling.
Yeah.
Essentially.
The only
Just
thing,
wait the year. Just wait the year after IPO and see how it does.
Yep.
If you really want to buy that stock of that company,
I
which I advise against, and just buy SPX. But yeah.
and then that's neglect. We haven't even gotten to the part where the Fed has just been printing money, and that only goes to a select handful of corporations, essentially the top 10. So even if you try to be an entrepreneur and start a business, you're fighting that uphill battle of like, whatever you're trying to sell to people, like the people are going to have less money to buy whatever it is you're trying to sell. So it's just it's just an all around losing game for the average person.
Also, the S&P 500 trades at 23 times the price to earnings ratio, which is
that's insane. The bottom, like the companies are zombie companies.
If that doesn't mean like believing in something that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like the fucking definition of it. So
yeah.
Yep. And then the total market capitalization. This is what I think is so funny. I've heard about Bitcoin specifically. They're like, you're too late to Bitcoin. Like you're too late, which I like SPX more for the upside, and I like the asset more. But I will say, saying you're too late for Bitcoin and you should buy the S&P 500 is absolutely retarded. Literally, the S&P 500 has a $62 trillion market cap. The market cap of Bitcoin is like less than 2. There's a 30x difference. You're not too late. You're too late to buy Warren Buffett's bags. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then the SPX sitting at $500 million or whatever. It's like nothing. So it's obvious.
Yeah, it's like if you don't want to just have cash, buy Bitcoin. And then if you want to have something better than Bitcoin, buy SPX.
Yeah, that's this. If you want to look at it from an investment mindset, you could look at this as your risk capital. This is how I'd look at it. And Bitcoin's the hurdle rate.
Yeah.
And SPX 500 is retarded.
It's purely. They only have 5. We have so many more SSMPs, like 6,400 more SSMPs.
It's
like,
literally
do people not understand this?
Standard and poor for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah. We are spiritual and prosperous.
And our SSMP are actually more in quantity, as Krishna said, but also higher in quality, because theirs are standard and poor. Ours are science and prosperity.
Exactly. Exactly.
Higher quality SMPs.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We got more of them, and they're better. Like, why would you want that crap? That old crap.
Sneaky.
Yeah, it's like
Warren Buffett sneaky poo poo.
Yeah, exactly.
That old
He's been milking Coca-Cola for like years.
There's a reason he left.
Yeah, he in his defense, he was like Nandi, whatever. Fucking.
No,
ancient.
he knew it was coming. He saw
that brown juju.
He saw that shit come out fucking 2 years ago. He said 6,900 SMPs. Fuck. I gotta get out of here.
Dude's like, I've been waiting 90 years for this.
Yeah, like it's about fucking time. I've been scamming these dudes with 500 SMPs.
Okay. Real, this has never happened, but just a thought. If Warren Buffett came out and said he's buying SPX 6,900, do we praise him or do we scream? What do we do?
In that reality, wow.
Yeah,
that would be
is he buying it just?
How much is he buying? Like, what are we talking about here?
What's he buying it for? Come on.
Yeah, he's dying anyways.
Is he DCAing or is he just like
no. Warren Buffett is
old as fuck.
Maddox is Warren Buffett.
Or is he just fully rotating his 500 bag into the 60? Into the 60? He's just full port in the rotation. He's like, all right, I gotta persist forever. Time to go, guys.
All like 300 billion of his net worth.
He'd have a lot of tiny coins. Oh
my god.
Me. Oh yeah, somebody asked a funny question or an interesting question.
I mean, if that did happen, we would all be super rich.
That is true.
Then we can figure out what needs to happen next.
Yeah.
Can you guys talk about what would happen once 100% of the coins in the hands of the AONs? Yeah, we go to infinity. We go to 69 trillion overnight. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the marketing machine is continuing to work. So as the coins slowly get in the hands of the believers, we keep doing what we're doing and spreading the message. At some point, it's going to reach critical velocity, and that's where the parabolas happen.
That reminds me of the
Matt Beck.
Matt Beck chart. Matt Beck chart. That was a chart that does exist, and it's quite good.
I had a hard time understanding what that chart meant, but I had Jeffery, who is my quant, break it down for me. And he pretty much said, it just means 6,900 is bigger than 500. Which added up.
It's usually what I spit out first.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll show. I'm gonna do my best to explain.
I had to send it to the robot. Don't worry, Slow. I didn't know either.
So the way I understand it isn't it like it's basically like how well the coins are being hodled is how I understand it, and basically we're doing better than any other coin from days since inception.
Ever, right?
Ever, yeah.
Basically ever.
I mean, against Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pepe.
Well,
XRP,
right.
So
we're not measuring against the 13 million shit coins that have been shat out.
I wish he would have colored these better, because I would probably think that's Pepe up here if I had to bet. I don't really know though which is which. I'm just kind of
Bitcoin is up there. It's like the second highest.
That's a dark gray one, like
the dark gray one. That's
second highest. Yeah,
but that was but Bitcoin was fucking rocky as fuck in 2012, 2013. Like it was not a sure thing at all. It was very rocky.
The ones with the straight lines vertical, like that seems kind of sus. I don't know who those are, but
okay, so I think that was XRP. It crashed during like a crazy squeeze moment. So that was kind of like a weird. That was XRP right there.
When it goes down, it means people are buying. When it goes up, people are selling.
So basically, this was in 2013 during its crazy pump that it had, and then obviously it dumped immediately and went back up. But, so it's kind of like an inverse chart to a degree, but but I think it's more sophisticated. Anyways, it's bullish.
It's like pretty steady, pretty consistent. It looks very organic. So
Chang, you said when it goes down, people are buying.
Yes, it means people are buying and it means people are holding it better and buying it and holding it. I think
we're the lowest line on that graph.
Exactly.
So most people are holding it.
So
we have more people holding it.
At this time, we are doing better than any other coin based on that metric ever.
Yeah.
At this point in
time,
in existence.
So when Bitcoin was 2012, 2013, it wasn't doing as good in this metric.
Interesting.
So pretty good.
I look, and again, as it keeps going down, more of the coins are held by long-term holders or believers, and then making the supply more scarce when the demand does come. So that's the name of the game. That's literally the game that we're trying to play from a mechanic standpoint of view. So
that's why DCAing is important if you can.
Yeah, because you're detached from the price, and then on days like today, you can double DCA. Buy extra, get some more.
Jeffrey, did you get late AON's tool to work? I know you said you had issues with it at one point.
His app,
the DCA app or whatever.
Yeah. No, it's really seamless, honestly. With right now it's through base only because he's taking care of the fees. But
it's been great. I've got some money going.
Yeah, you could just click it. You just, I guess, connect your wallet or whatever you want to call it, right? You can just on ramp USDC. You can use that and just like takes 5 seconds, like literally.
Right,
You
it's
know,
crazy.
it doesn't take a long time at all. I just put some more on the other day. You know,
And you can auto withdraw to your cold wallet, which is cool too.
yeah. You can withdraw to your cold wallet. You can set up like delegates. I think if you want to tip
Yep.
people, you know, here and there. But yeah, I mean, everyone should kind of use that, especially because it's just really easy. You don't gotta try and figure out, you know, every day when to do it or when you want to do it. Right? You just you can set it like daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, and then like the more you put in, like say you have a monthly DCA on there, you put in another $100, it'll just change your average. You know what I'm saying? So you can just keep accumulating that way.
Yeah.
But definitely a cool app to have and use for the community, I think.
Yeah, it's cool.
And newer eons.
I think he's
too,
about
just
to add.
Coinbase.
I think he's going to add Solana support soon.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I
which
didn't
I
get
prefer, but
I didn't get to ask him. I know he's working on a lot of stuff, but like having Ethereum and Solana being able to use there and figuring out like the transaction fees for everybody.
I think
Yeah.
Ethereum would be kind of rough.
Well,
if you're doing it daily.
Couldn't the right, exactly. But,
Yeah. If you're doing it monthly, it'd be fine, or weekly, it'd be less.
Yeah.
It'd be better. But Ethereum's relatively cheap though right now, but it still is. Solana, I think the fees are slightly better than bases, but also eventually he's gonna have to make us pay for the fees.
That's what I'm
Like, he's
saying.
gonna
Yeah, I
have to
mean,
do that eventually.
Yeah. It's not good that late on is carrying off the fees, taking care of the fees. If like
Right.
more people use it, it's like it's gonna be to a point where you can't have. I don't know base fees actually. Maybe it's very cheap.
Base fees right now are
it's like a couple pennies, honestly. Really. Like,
yeah, I don't even know if it's
yeah.
that much each transaction. I think it's like a cent. Solana would be even less
But-
cent, but
But like it's going to be like it's going to add up.
right, I
If
agree.
people keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got no problem with paying for the fee. You know, whatever
No.
fees it is,
Oh.
especially if it's just like a DCA. You know, through Basic too. You know, so
It's just
paying
like
for
anything
fees
else.
elsewhere. Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
there was nothing. Yeah, like there's no on ramp fees like the base USDC. There was nothing. It was like just it got in that wallet without any fees.
That's
Unless,
what
unless they were on his end. I don't know.
I actually manually sent it from a different wallet. I didn't do it the Coinbase
Yeah.
connection route. That's pretty cool. You could do.
I wanted to see how. Yeah, I wanted to actually like see how well it worked. Because what if someone wants to use it? Like, oh yeah, it fucking worked the first time I tried it. I was like, oh shit, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Chang, do you have any? Did y'all have any final thoughts?
I wanted to say how awesome it is to have like that art gallery now. I don't know who made that.
Arcane made it.
Arcane did make it. That's what I thought. I wasn't 100% positive, but
wait, what art gallery was that?
Chang can talk about it more. He's probably. I mean, he's more involved in it. Obviously, he's fucking one of the artists.
So basically, you know how the meme chat is like all scrambled, and if you wanted to find a certain person's meme, you need to look all over it. So I think Arcane made like a other separate Telegram chat group so that you can put like everybody's section, and they upload their art there on their section. And so like I remember Hype made that kind of video. I want to use that clip, and you can go up to Hype section and like get the videos immediately, and or his art or something like that. Yeah, I think that was like Arcane's goal, like just to make a vault, and like so. Also, I think Murad also joined that group, so like he can use other people's work and see like who made them.
It's fucking beautiful, that thing, dude. I was just like sitting there before scrolling through everyone's memes. I'm just like, holy, like, number one, like the art and creativity that everyone has, like, is astonishing to me, and just like laughing, when I see stuff that I thought I've seen a lot of memes, that have been around, but it's just like, where did this one come from? Like, where did this one come from? But
yeah, it was also nice to see like like one of like the memes I made, and I completely forgot that I made that. I'm like, oh yeah, I made that. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're hilarious. All those memes. Like you've seen. I don't even think everyone's in there yet, but there's oh my god, there's got to be like at least 1,000 memes in there right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was gonna say, I don't know if everyone is fully aware of the slash search feature within the main Telegram channel, where you can search memes. I think Chang developed it.
Oh yeah.
Fucking awesome.
I'm trying to update it because like you have to type the word exactly, or you can make spelling mistake. It still searches with the spelling mistake, but like, let's say someone say, let's say, like the whole database, it does not have the word cute girl, but it has just woman, like cute woman instead of cute girl. And if you search cute girl, it won't search up the cute woman one. So I'm trying to develop it so that it understands the context. And when I type cute girl, it's also gonna take out the images of cute woman in the database.
That makes sense. Well, it already works real well because I was like, I want a funny Murad meme. I just said slash search Murad, and a bunch of funny Murad memes come up. So that's pretty cool. Like if you want like a certain type of meme that's roughly what you're looking for, you can just do slash search space whatever in the main Telegram. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's pretty cool.
That sounds awesome. I haven't used. I'm not in the Telegram much. Like I'm in it, but I don't really use it regularly. But I know I need to because there's so much content in there that's so good.
And if you like someone's art, what you can do is slash compile and put like at their username, and it's gonna put a zip file. It's gonna upload a zip file of all the person's art that they made.
Wow. I saw you did that with Undy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Oh, hey, you're an admin on there, aren't you, Chang?
Yeah, I'm the ad. I'm an admin.
Since I got you, can you unsilence me from the Telegram? That's why I don't really use it much. I keep getting silenced. I don't know how it happens.
Wait, what's your username?
Slow Aeon, one of those.
Slow. Okay.
I've been silenced before. I had to beg to get unsilenced.
Yeah. This is like the third time I think, and the last time it happened, I was just like, I'm not even gonna.
How long ago was that?
I don't.
Was that a long time ago? When you got silenced last?
Well, yeah, it was.
Can you type now?
So I think we've all been blocked and kicked at least 2 times.
I think the AI is less. I think the AI part that silenced people all the time before, I think it's less annoying now.
Oh yeah, because me and Undy, like we just undid a lot of things.
Right. That one was annoying. Did y'all undo that? Because I've noticed that showing up less.
Yeah, but still the word yes is censored, so don't type just yes. Like you're not allowed to just send yes as one text. I don't know. It's just like an inside joke among me and Undy. Like whenever someone else joins, we just ask for like DM me for like version 2. You'll see like a safeguard say type yes here in this chat to activate DM, and people are gonna type yes, and like it's gonna mute all the scammers.
I love that.
That's next level. I think the Telegram is massively improved since I've been in. I will say you and Undy have done a good job with it, and whoever else who's maintaining it a lot. But I see y'all the most. I know there's other people, but did you have any final thoughts, Chang?
Final thoughts. I mean, I'm really glad that you guys invited me here. I had a lot of fun. I get to talk to like a lot of you guys, which I haven't talked to much. Like especially like Jeffery, I've seen you a lot in like the Reddit group chat, but we don't talk that much privately. Chat, time to time, you DM me, but it's like a short message or for something short request.
It's usually a request for an SPXman gift.
Yeah, and Slow A and Krishna, you guys too. Like I've seen you a lot, but like we don't really talk that much. So it's been really nice that I got to talk to you all, and I'm more bullish to know like people like you guys are in SPX. And if people more, and I know a lot of people in SPX are like people like you guys, honest people who just wants to stay in SPX because of SPX. Made me feel so bullish. And yeah, I don't see any SPX going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, it's not leaving us. It's going to stay. We're going to stay.
Are you saying we're going to persist forever?
We're going to persist forever. Definitely.
That's what I'm hearing.
No, just saying.
100%.
Because it's like, we're not here just because of SPX, you know, we want to see SPX go up. But we're also here to, like, you know, be friends and like get to know each other. And like, how many of the communities actually does that? Like, even like the strongest community, crypto community, other crypto community, I'd say, it's like XRP. You see it like they have a strong community. I have to admit that, but I don't think they engage people like us. They don't like really know much of other SPX people. I mean XRP people, but SPX people, we know them kind of personally. We know what they do. You know, we know their life, and it's bullish. It's bullish.
Yeah, like you said, just when you started, like we've never really talked before. But honestly, when you came on, I think all of us were just like we've all had talked before. You know, it wasn't any.
It wasn't awkward.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
just like, all right, nice. Chang's back. You know, like you were already here one time or something. You know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
I'm really grateful and honored to be here. I hope I see more people here and like talk, and I get to know more people by watching your show. And I'm really glad that whoever idea this was is amazing. Like into the Cognisphere, inviting people,
Chad.
see more of them. Yeah. I mean, Chad, thank you very much. And thank you all to the rest of you guys too, because you guys also chat, you know, talking to person one-on-one is different than having a group call with all of you guys and talking to each other and discussing other ideas and how different people view SPX differently.
Yeah.
And it's bullish. Like, we have a harmonized diversity, I would like to call, because you have a lot of different views, but they all harmonize together, which ultimately makes things stronger.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's
And
a really good way of putting that.
yeah. So yeah, this call, I mean, this short amount of time, it's been like 2 hours, made me feel like 5x more bullish than
Nice.
before.
Well, we'll have to have
That's
you
what
on
we
again,
do.
and then you'll be 25x bullish.
Yeah, definitely.
It never stops.
Yeah, and I actually want to mention, I don't know if this is a good place to mention, but like, I do feel like I always wanted to mention it, like, since I seen it yesterday. Jasper made a post about Chiron, about how he's struggling, and I know like a lot of people watch this show, so I want to mention it. Like, go check out Jasper's post about Chiron, and if you want to help Chiron out, please do. And I think any help is a great help for Chiron. And
Yeah, let me bring up that tweet up real quick.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, actually. Yeah, I mean, I second that. Chiron's been an amazing AON and has done so much for the Cognisphere. He's like a genius or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, he's definitely smarter than me.
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Chiron
I mean,
is very
he's
smart.
in a tough spot in life, and we want to be here for him. So
he's definitely going through a real situation. So
yeah.
any help is help. You know.
Yeah. By the way, like, multiple people have been working in trying to kind of like organize this and everything. And you can also just look at all the documents that Chiron has put together. It's extremely transparent, everything that's going on. So
Yeah, so definitely check that out. I agree. I forgot to bring that up, and if you feel led to give, that would be great. He's having some issues, and he's reached out to me before and mentioned that he was having issues, and I just gave words of encouragement. I don't think I quite realized the depth of it, you know. So that brings light to it.
it's one of those things that, if everyone or anyone who can even pitch in like a couple of dollars, it adds up to a lot. And
Yeah, it adds up.
It adds up, and our strength is in our numbers, honestly. So if everyone can kind of show up and just do their own little part, it'll make a huge difference.
Thanks for bringing that up, Chang. That was good.
Yeah.
Did anybody else have a final thought or something they would like to add?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say it was a pleasure to meet you, Chang, and talk to you and have you here and just hang out. I think that's like the whole goal of this show, just to do that and build that cohesiveness, that that bond, just to know, because at home individually behind the computer, you get the feeling that this is something real, but there's always doubts, no doubt. But then when you come on and actually talk to people, like the conviction just goes up so high. And it happened to me when I went to Miami, and I'm permeable. Like I'm never bearish on SPX because it's just incorporated into my psyche at this point. So I'm glad that this conversation was able to make you feel that way. And then there's downstream effects of that. Now you're going to carry this attitude of bullishness in what you do, and then when you talk to people. So that is only going to help with this, keeping the coins in the hands of the believers for a longer period of time. The longer we can hold it, even when it's going up, especially, the more amazing things that we're going to have to see. So, pleasure to be here with you guys.
Always a pleasure. And also tomorrow night, Eon's online premiere episode.
Eon's
Oh, is that tomorrow night? That's what
Jordan Risen, very hoodish.
Damn,
I looked at the calendar. Yeah, it's on the calendar.
Season premiere. Eon's online.
Wait, when is this? What time is it?
I thought it's at 5 p.m.
It obviously depends on your time zone.
Yeah, Eastern,
because they're in Australia.
Is it, so it's 5 p.m. Eastern though?
I think so. 10 a.m. Australia time.
Yeah, that
maybe.
would be right. I think
that's what I saw, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely. I don't know if I'm going to watch it live, but I'll definitely watch.
Yeah, add it to the list.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. Yeah, that's awesome. So many cool things happen. You can't keep up. I mean, it's insane. It's awesome.
It's all bullish.
It's all very bullish. And SPXman, we definitely want to have you on again. Chang, SPXman, whatever you want to call yourself.
Con.
We definitely want to have you on again at some point because you're awesome to talk to. It was a pleasure, and thanks for the audience showing up and interacting. That definitely makes the show what it is. It wouldn't be possible without y'all. And love you, girls. Yep, me too.
Love you, girls.
Love you, girls.
And also thank you to Slow, Krishna, and Jeffrey. Of course, not possible without y'all. So,
of course.
And, sorry, I tried to rug the space earlier. My cat rugged it. That's literally what happened. My cat was walking behind the computer, and everything just went dark. I was like, son of a. Anyways.
Yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe now.
Like, comment,
subscribe.
Subscribe again.
Share again.
Wait. PSA from SPXman. Say it again. It was amazing. Say it again.
Like, comment, and subscribe for SPXman.
We're gonna just have to start I'm gonna make a clip out of that. Don't worry. Don't you guys worry.
Wait on it.
Y'all have a good one.
Good night, guys.